Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the Hawmie podcast. Today, we got the legendary Papa J. Ruiz. What's happening, big dog?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Man, doing great, man. Doing great. I'm actually really excited for this episode, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been on a quick little break, you know what I'm saying, from the podcast, just getting my life together for the better, you know what I'm saying? So now that, you know, things have improved, we bringing the episodes back, you know what I'm saying? And what a way to bring the episodes back with this, you know what I'm saying, Colorado legend, Aurora legend. What's up, dog?
What's up, doggy?
Man, talk to me, bro. What's up? Like, how was it, like, you grew up out here, right? You grew up out here in Colorado.
Definitely grew up out here.
What was that like, G?
It was cool. It's like to me, I always seen it like a gumbo pot, you know what I'm saying? Like how can I say, like, it was just a lot of different cultures, you know what I'm saying, at least in the part that I grew up in, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
A lot of different states and people from different sides of the city. Went to like my middle school, my high school. My elementary school years was definitely like peaceful, like what I remember growing up, like, you know, kid shit, you know what I'm saying? Definitely
right, you ain't got much worries at that time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And then middle school and high school was really when it's like culture shock, like you start learning shit. I started gaining friends from the streets and shit, and different friends, like all kinds of kind of friends. So it just opens up to different things, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. Growing up here is cool. It's definitely West Coast based too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, because it's like, shit, we kind of like in the middle of the U.S., but it's definitely on the west side. You feel me? So it's like, it's beautiful out here for sure. Like, the weather is crisp, it's nice and cold, but it's not too bad. You feel me?
Yeah. We one of those states that get all four seasons.
And you get the extremes type shit.
Exactly. The fall's the fall. The winter we get blizzards. You know, spring is nice and get some rain showers, and then the summer's like it get hot.
It gets hot out here too.
Yeah, definitely. We can reach up to 100.
Oh, for sure then.
Oh yeah. Damn. It get dry and hot.
It get hot.
You know it's just not moist. It's like LA shit. It's like kind of just hot and dry.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Definitely.
The climates and shit, like each state be different. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Like you go to New York, it's humid, intense snow, intense rain.
Same with Florida, bro. Super humid. And then when you go to Texas, I love Texas too, but it get hot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Burnt hot.
What did you do growing up out here, bro? Did you play sports and shit? What were you into growing up?
Yeah, I would say I was always, like, as a kid, that had big dreams and aspired to do big shit as far as, like, entertainment. Like, ever since I was a kid.
Even since you was a kid?
Yeah, ever since I was a kid, like, I was into music. I was into, like, movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one of the biggest things as a kid, I remember always watching VHSs. So I remember watching E.T. a lot, and in Spanish too. So like that's how I always remember speaking Spanish in my household. Like my mom and dad speaking Spanish, and I would always watch that E.T. movie in Spanish.
That's
you know
right. Yeah.
And I would just watch a lot of movies, bro, and get into music. I didn't really get into rap until I was like fucking 9. 10 around there. I started getting into rap, like Eminem.
That's still young, dog.
Yeah, and before that, it was like Metallica. It was like Korn.
You was just listening, or was you already trying to like make something from it?
Well, I would say like I always, like at the age of like 9, I always knew I wanted to make an album, and like even at the age of 9, like I learned how to use like the little computer we had at home, like what my dad bought, and I would make like covers and shit on the computer. I'd get like different images that the computer had and shit, make covers, say Papa J, because I didn't start calling myself Ruiz, Papa J Ruiz, until I was much older and mature. It made more sense. Yeah. But I was always Papa J, so I'd make covers and shit, and want to make an album. Like I would go to the local fucking CD store, get instrumentals, rap over like Dipset instrumentals, Jay-Z instrumentals, record myself with a little Radio Shack microphone. You know
and this was probably like what, like 12 years old, like 13, 14, like, what age?
I would say like probably like from started recording myself, yeah, bro, like probably like 8th grade, so probably like 13.
Yeah.
Until like obviously now and shit with my life now, but like I started playing with that shit 13. I used to make beats like on Reason and Fruity Loops. My homeboy
That's
at the time
tight.
taught me how to do that shit. Cause I didn't know no producers. I didn't know shit. So my pops was a blessing because he bought me like a few keyboards and the programs.
Shout out
and shit.
Pops.
Yeah,
Shout out
definitely.
Pops.
Shout out
Yes,
Pops.
sir.
Always been there for me since day one. And so I always was into music, but I was also playing sports as a kid. I played soccer. I played hockey. I played fucking. I did roller skating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's it called? I did wrestling. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, growing up with the kids in the neighborhood, you know, you always play baseball or you play different shit, you know what I'm saying? But definitely Colorado shit, play hockey, roller hockey, and the cul-de-sacs, you know what I'm saying? All that
Okay.
shit.
Roller hockey. That's
Yeah.
tight as fuck.
Yeah, definitely.
Were you also like playing like you were playing on ice too? Tournaments or was it
Nah,
all
I never
roller?
played ice, but so we have like a local skating rink in my neighborhood in
Yeah.
Aurora. It's called Skate City. And just if you go up in Aurora in my area, like you always grew up going to somebody's birthday party there, or you would go there on the weekends and you would skate. It was skating culture.
Yeah, skate
Culture
skating
was
rink.
always in Colorado. As
Yeah.
much as like it's gang culture or it's street culture or it's rap culture or it's anything, skate culture has always been like predominant in Colorado. Like
That's
has
what's up.
had some kind of influence. You know what I'm saying?
Skating is so fucking fun, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
and I did the fucking what's it called, Brody? The hockey shit because you know I'm just like every '90s baby. We grew up watching Mighty Ducks.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So that shit was big for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Shit. What? So like, I know you're saying, damn, like you started young. What made you get into it so young?
Like music, I always liked music.
Just because you liked it and you was just
Yeah,
like,
well, my pops always tell me like this story, like when he found out that I was gonna be bored. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom told him he was gonna be bored. He had a dream about me in like heaven and shit, and he said that I was playing the trumpet, but I was like moving to my own rhythm and not with like the other angels. So he said, "Oh, my son gonna do music," and then ever since,
No
like,
way.
yeah. I wish he could have told you when he met you earlier.
yeah,
But he always says that. So I always was like into music.
That's
Spanish
tight.
music is big in the house, so I always heard that, like Diomedes Diaz, you know what I'm saying, all those fulanitos, all the other kind of music, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And then it was like my big brother was the one that was a part of American culture in the 80s and the 90s, so that's how I know like Michael Jackson, Prince, all the 80s, Guns N' Roses, you know, Metallica, all that shit.
Oh,
Red
okay.
Hot Chili Peppers. I was a 90s
All the
baby,
classics.
but my brother was born in LA and he grew up in the LA, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And my parents came to America in the 80s. So it's like everybody was growing up in the 80s, and then when they had me in the 90s, they poured all that flavor into me from the 80s. And then slowly through the 90s, like my brother got into hip hop. So it was like a regular thing to hear like Tupac or like Dre
Yeah,
and
at the
Snoop.
crib.
Like, yeah, because we was Cali babies. So it was natural to hear that. Even
So
even
you
when
were
we moved
born
here.
over there too?
Yeah, I was born in LA.
No shit.
I was born in so we lived all over LA, in LA County, and then also we was like I believe I was born in Glendale, and then we lived in North Hollywood, and we lived all over, bro. And then we moved here when I was like 3. You
Oh,
know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we just moved around a lot after I was born
yeah.
in Cali. And yeah, it came out here, but it was always
And you've been
summers
out
in
here
it,
since,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, it was always summers in LA. Going out to my Tia's house, my Theo's house.
Oh,
You
no
know what I'm
way.
saying?
That's
yeah,
tight.
my
dog.
cousin, shout out my cousin Stella, my cousin Javier, like big influences in
Hey,
my
shout
life.
out to the family. What's up?
Yeah, they're from out there. A lot of family. But I was out here, you know what I'm saying? School years. So they didn't understand, like they would see the snow, they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
For
And,
sure. For
and
sure.
they used to always think like it was like haystacks and tumbleweeds out here in Colorado. They didn't really think it was like city vibes.
Oh, yeah.
And the city grew a lot throughout the years, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No. For sure. It's definitely like this is my first time out here, and like to me it seems like there's whole ass like cities out here, like neighborhoods, like
Oh yeah.
it's not like dummy rural, but I know you can go out probably on the freeway and you'll probably hit the boonies, right? Like,
Oh yeah. You could go far out and you'll hit the boonies. It's not like super far out, but like, you know, when you in the city, you know you in the city. Like it's a city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like Aurora has grown to be its own city too, because that's where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember just the whole growth of Aurora and how calm like Olive and Bucky used to be when I was like young, like 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I
Yeah.
went to elementary in that era, that age over there.
That's
and
what's
then
up.
slowly see the growth of the city, just different cultures and shit. You're
Pretty much born and raised out here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
With the Cali roots.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Your
definitely.
roots are Cali for sure. And
yeah,
that's so
definitely
tight. That's tight as fuck. You got family out there. You can go out there when you want.
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely
damn.
take pride in the Cali roots, bro, because not only musically, like some of my favorite rappers is from Cali. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Corrupt, love DJ Quick, Dre, of course, Snoop and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Legend.
You know what I'm saying? DOC. Well, he from Texas, but he got the Cali roots too because he fuck with lyricism wise. All the greats from California. So I love all that shit. You know, Nipsey, one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, take pride in that. I love Kendrick and Cali roots. You know, they got a tier. So I love them roots, but I love Colorado too because I learned everything out here. I learned how to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A mixture of like my family teaching me. It was like family morals and stuff and family structure inside the house with my family because I always had my pops and my mother and my big brother and cousins and uncles and aunts and, you know, thank God and blessed with like successful marriages and all that, you know, long marriages. They from South America, from Colombia, you know what I'm saying?
So that's on both sides. Your family's from Colombia?
Yeah, my mom and dad both 100% Colombian. Like,
hell yeah.
They always say I'm the last breed. I'm
yeah.
Like my kids ain't gonna be 100% Colombian.
Yeah.
But I'm the
sure.
last one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
No, for sure.
Yeah.
That's tight, bro. That's tight as fuck. What does the 3 eyes mean to you, Doug?
It means a lot of different things, bro. Like, it started out for real. Like, honestly, like being kids. Like, I would say, like, probably like 6th grade. It started out because my homeboy, he would always call himself 3, like my childhood best friend, and we were both big fans of Iverson, and he wore the number 3, and it was just a big number in our area. You know what I'm saying? And my homeboy ended up passing away when he was 18, and I just took on like the idea of the 3 in memory. So I'd always, you know, fuck with the number 3, put it in my song titles or put it in my album titles, like No Recollection. You know what I'm saying? I put, instead of the E's, I put like I got the inspiration from Eminem. Like he had the backward E in his name. Yeah. So instead of the E's and No Recollection title, I changed the E's to 3s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. No, rest in peace to the homie. Damn.
Hell yeah. So it came from that, and then slowly, like as a MC, I started like opening my idea in my mind to like the 3 eyes, and my dad started kicking game to me about 3 eyes because he's hip to that shit. So,
yeah, with your 3rd eye and everything.
Yeah, and then I didn't want to be like the logo wise or like symbol like I'm a big comic fan. I'm a big superhero fan. So like, you know, how you see the logo on like Superman's chest, you know, the S on the chest, or you see the Batman signal in the sky. Yeah. Like you got
that's yours.
Yeah,
right there. That's yours.
That's how I felt. Emblem. So I didn't want it to look like some corny, bro, where it's like a name or it's like my name or something. So I found a way how to inquire like the idea of the 3 eyes with just literally 3 eyes of the alphabet.
Yeah.
And put it together, and then slowly but surely you just build different ideas off of it. Like when you build with people, you realize like, you know, not everybody, but people will say I did this, I did that, but in reality, you always have a group of people, creative people around you.
Yeah, there's always
pull
more.
It off. You know what I'm saying? You're not just a genius.
Yeah.
So 100%. Those 3 eyes symbolize that. Like three eyes is like unity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, I love
a lot of different meanings for me.
Yeah.
And I let my outsiders, my fans and shit, my supporters, just you know, find their own meaning in it, as long as they know it means like something positive and shit.
No, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. Man. How you feeling though, man?
I'm feeling great.
We've been going at it, dude. Like we started filming at what? It was like 11 today. We started filming 11.
We got to location at 11. We had a nice breakfast from 10 to 11. It was just on schedule, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Finished around like 5. Came straight to the studio.
For real.
Then you laid down a verse.
Facts. Just got done. Wrote it. Heard the beat on the spot by my boy Nug.
Shout out Nug Life. What's
Nug
happening,
Life.
big dog? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The reason why we here was
Nug
happening.
Life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Nug Life 2024 on a punk bitch, punch a racist in the face.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Nah, but it's been a good fucking day, man. Like thanks for the hospitality and everything too. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The family's been showing nothing but love, you feel me? So I appreciate that, dog. For real.
Definitely, bro. I try to keep it like family based always. You know, I mean, just growing up out here, you always, you know, you run through circles. As a young man, as a
Yeah,
young
for
adult,
sure.
you run through circles, and it don't mean like people are fake. It don't mean people are wrong. It don't mean nothing. It's just
life.
It's life. It's the process. Everybody has their seasons. Some stay for a long time, and that'd be the biggest blessing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it's just like you go through your circles, you learn, and you just grow. You know what I'm saying?
No, off top.
It's doing shit like that, bro.
Shit, take me to like your catalog, bro. Tell me like three of your favorite songs.
3 of my favorite songs.
Yeah, give me your top
Man,
3.
I feel like I got errors, bro. So like I could give you a few of that. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely like in my like.
Let's do 5 then. Let's do top 5
let's
then.
do top 5. Like so, definitely songs from like my era of like early on, like with the threat and like just me as a fucking artist finding myself. You know what I'm saying? I would say definitely "Kiss the Sky." It's one of my favorites still to this day. I know the lyrics by heart. Love the video. Still got it in the vault. It's a beautiful shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I love "Kiss the Sky," and then I love, honestly, song wise, lyric wise, beat wise, visual wise, everything. I love "Introducing Ruiz." You know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful, and that was filmed while we were in Switzerland.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got blessed enough to go on tour and shit at the time, just for a couple parts of the country in Europe, and we filmed that in Switzerland. It was just the only video I filmed while I was out there, so it was cool. It meant a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's tight.
So I like those 2 for sure. And then as I progress, bro, like song wise, I really love the song I got with Vel and Nug Life. You know what I'm saying? That song is like really it's like a pivotal point in my career, where it's like the transition of growing up and then also being able to build solid relationships with people that appreciated my work beforehand, before I decided to transition into the new what I want to do. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, no,
So
for
that
sure.
shit was very pivotal in my songs that I like. And then the other 2, I would say like "Spooky Hours" on my new Graveyard Shift project. That's my shit. Like I just love that song.
Got some slappers in there,
I
dog.
love the video. It's my first video that I ever directed. And
Congrats, bro.
yeah,
That shit's fire, man.
My boy Jose, Modest Media, he helped me like shoot everything. He helped me. He's always been a part of my shooting shit, and he's always directed my shit. And then he told me before we shot it, he was like, "Bro, we gotta slap on here that you directed it because you put everything together." You know what I'm saying? So
No, yeah, for
he
sure.
helped me with that. And then my last song, I would say like damn, bro, that's a hard one, man. That I really like song wise. Probably say like either IFT or 543. You know what I'm saying? 2 visually incredible ones, and song wise really dope songs.
IFT is fire, fool. Like,
Yeah.
I was bumping that the other day. I was just like, God damn it, like it's like an anthem, you know what I'm saying? For a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know, I'm a big fan of music, bro. So like I love people like Kanye or other people like that put hidden songs at the end of shit, or put 2 style beats as one song. And I love creativity like that. So that was definitely one of the songs on the project of Southeast Ruiz that I shot and aimed to embody that. You know what I'm saying? Like show them I can just go from A to Z. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts. Shit. So now all you guys can, you know what I'm saying, go on. You can find those on streaming services, right?
Yeah, everything on streaming services.
Go ahead and stream those bad boys up right now. You know what I'm saying? After this podcast.
You know, I used to think like real artsy in a sense of like, oh, I don't want my shit streaming, like find it the hard way, just dig for it. But in all reality, bro, this is part of the way we eat as artists, and we gotta like learn how to take it serious and appreciate it right now, because it might not be like this forever. You know what I'm saying? Where we can run it up, and put art out there, get paid off of it, you know what I'm saying? Impact the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started looking at it for a while, like take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Man, tell me like one of your favorite performances that you've done, bro. Like anywhere you've been, you feel me? If it's a local show, if it was like a show like in Cali, if it was a show in fucking New York, like, you know what I'm saying? What's one that take me back? You know what I'm saying? Bring me to a memory.
Man, a few of them. I love it. Part of the reasons why they amazing shows is because of the journey that a nigga has to take to get to that show. You know what I'm saying? So, like, some of my favorite shows I ever did was, one of my favorite shows in Colorado I ever did was at the Bluebird. You know what I'm saying? And I got the chance to open up because I did a song with somebody that was a fan of my shit in the city. And instead of charging him, he was like, I want a verse. And I was like, well, I don't want to charge you, but I see you be on shows, so bring me out. We'll do our song, and then let me do a few songs of my shit. You know what I'm saying? Just
that's what's up.
Real, just independent hustle, try to get to it, bro. So he was opening up for G Herbo, I believe, or somebody of that stature. You know what I'm saying? And I was there, bro, and it was caught on camera. My boy Chris was there.
Yeah, and, shout out Chris. What's happening, player?
Yeah. So we did that, bro. That shit meant a lot. It was sold out because, you know, G Herbo got a name for himself. So it was a big opportunity to just give him my all in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And did that one. That meant a lot. And then I did a show definitely in Paris. That shit meant a lot, bro.
Paris, okay.
Because I did shows all over Europe when I was out there. You know what I'm saying? But out of all of them, the one that meant a lot to me was the first show in Paris. And it's like, it was the first picture I ever posted on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a crowd. I think it might just be.
That's a flex, bro.
Yeah.
You said.
It was back in the day, bro. That shit was like, I was like, I believe, like, where did my fucking, it was the same. So, like, when I went out there, bro, it was like 2 months before my son was born. You know what I'm saying? And the tour was 2 months. So I went out there for a month in a week. And I told him, I said, I got to come back because, you know, I could come back out to Europe eventually off of my music. I can't see my son be born again.
That's facts, my boy.
I stayed out there for a month. I went to, like, we performed in Sweden. We performed in Poland. We performed in Germany. We performed in Switzerland. And then we performed in Paris. So I would say Paris and Germany were the best turnouts.
Were they just turned or what? Like the energy was heavy?
People knew who I was. I'll never forget being in Paris. I just went outside to the stage real quick. And I'm thinking I'm nobody, just to make sure the mics is on the stage for the artist that's the big name, you know? And when I got out there and shit, I just hear people say, Papa J, Papa J. So it was mind blowing, bro, to be that young, you know what I'm saying, like 23, and be in Paris and people know who the fuck I am.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But even at that age, bro, I knew I wanted to be back to see my son born. Like, shit like that matter to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like the music cool, but I also care about life and shit. You know?
Yeah. Nah, that's very respectable, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
That's like, yeah, having a kid, bro, and like having them, you know, being born in front of your eyes. Like, if you miss that, like, you're a scumbag, dog. All my mamas, bro. Like, I don't care. Like,
you know, I mean,
and everyone knows that too.
I mean, to each his own. Like, you know, I agree with that statement too, because I know how dedicated I am to my family and my kids. But I mean, to each his own. Everybody got their own journey and grow it with the process they grow at.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I just knew, like, I think having a dad is just something that made me be like, oh yeah, I gotta be a better dad. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a even fire dad. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. If you had to, say like one of your favorite fucking albums, dog, what would it be? What would be your
Man.
top, your go-to?
I would say I already know. Like my top 4. Like it's always like I've made. I don't know how many projects I've made. I could name countless projects before the internet, after the internet, before Instagram, after Instagram, like all that. But like my favorite 4 albums that I just listen to and I know like it's just gems in there. You know what I'm saying? I would say like if I could take these 4 projects and make a certain playlist out of it just for one album, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be a classic album. You know what I'm saying?
Like the greatest hits.
Like, it'd be not even the greatest hits. Like, say, had I never dropped music my whole career, and I just made these different projects for myself, and this lifespan, if I took certain songs from this project, this project, this project, and this project, it would make my best work possible. So I say the best projects that I got is definitely No Recollection, without a doubt. HR 1955. Without a doubt. And then I would say Southeast Ruiz and definitely the Graveyard Shift. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, what was it about those albums that like stuck out to you?
The processes, you know what I'm saying? The process of making them, the want to make them, the time in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like No Recollection was before having a kid. It was about like, honestly, the title came from not having too much recollection of what we was doing and getting down with. So we was always drinking and partying, and we recorded that album. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's how I did it, because, like, as much as people know me from my past as far as being with the Threat, like, I was with the Threat, but I was a Colorado kid. Nobody from the Threat was from Colorado, so I was always out here doing my shit with my homeboys. So that's how we was living. So that album meant that. It meant a lot. It was different topics. It was just my opportunity to be wild and different and just showcase my lyricism and keep it boom bap and just raw and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then HR 1955 was special because, like, I had a drive to do it. Like, I was searching up certain things in the laws, and I was searching different meanings and everything, like certain song titles that I was doing. I was taking great samples from certain political movies, just making a statement, you know what I'm saying, as a young man.
Hell yeah.
And I just had my son, so it was like I understood the pressure of having a family now and like raising a kid and dealing with you know, baby mama shit. Well, at the time it was that, because now she's my wife, you know what I'm saying? But just the experience of growing up as a young man, you know what I'm saying, with certain pressures in your life. So that was HR. And then so many years later, Southeast is just like very mature, very me. I know where I'm going with it. Trying to paint people a picture of why I'm how I am because of certain things that came from me growing up out here, you know what I'm saying? Like being accepted by certain circles and just growing up how I grew up, you know what I'm saying? And that was special. And then definitely Graveyard Shift, because it was one of the projects that I never thought I'd do, like a horror shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like fused it with hip hop and horror, two of my favorite loves, you know what I'm saying?
That shit's fire, dog.
Yeah, bro, it is.
For sure. You guys gotta go peep all them albums right now, you feel me? Like, come on, stop playing. But we're gonna go to a quick break and we'll be right back. What's something that you learned from the organized threat era?
Oh man, just independent hustle, just how to really capture videos and release them, and just, you know, audio wise, just be able to control and own your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because I own all the albums and shit. You know what I'm saying? So just a lot of different lessons that I learned with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was young, bro. So
yeah.
That shit.
What's one of the lessons? One more lesson.
Keep the circle tight. You know what I'm saying? As much as that shit, not everything that glitters gold. So great experiences. I'm glad I went through it and shit. But at the same time, like, if I could tell my younger self before going through that, who I am now, I'd just be like, tighten up that circle. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything is 100% solid with me and then with the around me,
Yeah.
so that everything goes correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure, for sure. I mean, like, how does it feel? You know what I'm saying? Not doing your own thing. You feel me? And just
It feels
fucking-
great, bro, because to me it's just like I feel like I'm able to balance it out as far as like being creative and getting my own ideas out,
Yeah.
working with whoever I want to work with without feeling like any kind of like weird shit
Any
going
kind of
on
way.
with some fucking rap shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Uh-huh.
this is art. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
try to just be able to collaborate. That's awesome. And most importantly, I just find time to really just focus on my family. Like I really don't like mixing like the wife and the kids with all the music shit too much. Like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
here and there video or here and there, like, you know, get them on the track or something. But like, definitely if I have shows, they there to support. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
as far as like my everyday, like, you know, meeting everybody I fuck with or meeting, networking and shit, like I try to keep that my safe haven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, for sure. Man, I mean, you've been on a run, dog, like, for sure, like, from dropping, in 2013, you dropped No Recollection then, right?
2013, yup.
Shit, to even, you dropped literally this year, and you dropped The Graveyard Shift, right?
Yep.
So,
I always looked at like music like trying to drop something every year, every 2 year. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
and so you have 13 albums since then. I looked it up. I was like, this fool's got a mad ass catalog. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
do got a lot of projects. I got a project with Nug Life. I got a project like The Graveyard Shift, Southeast Ruiz, East Money Bless You, 55, 5:55 a.m.
Shout
You know what I'm
out,
saying?
goddamn.
No Recollection, Early Prep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, I got 5 for the win. I got motherfucking 5. I got so many different like small projects, big projects, everything
Yeah.
I did. Like, I never stopped working, no matter what personal shit was going on in my life,
Yeah.
whatever shit was going on in career. Like, I just knew like making music is what I like to do. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit, that's crazy, dog. Like, the fact that you've really been doing this for 10 years, like, in your own way. You feel me? Like,
Hell yeah.
that's a big, like, that's a freaking, you're getting into the expert era. You feel me? Like, what, I mean, shit, I know you said, you know, you keeping your circle tight with, you know, the other shit, but what's something else you learned from this? Because, I mean, this 10 years now that you've been in, and I know you've been doing this shit before that fucking 10-year mark, you know? Like,
Yeah.
what would you say is, like, the biggest thing that you've learned from doing all this shit, doing all this music shit?
Go with it. Don't fucking overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Do what feels right. You know what I'm saying? Run with it. Take advantage of the opportunity to create. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, a few of my homeboys here and there will tell me, they'll be like, bro, like, the fact that you have a name and people know who you is, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you have a reputation as an artist is a lot what a lot of other artists out here be dying for. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
when they say shit like that, I'll be like, yeah, like, let me take advantage of it. Let me put more shit out. Cause that shit's gonna last forever. Like, the art's gonna last forever.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the coolest thing, I mean, shit, like Biggie was super dead when I was fucking found his shit. And when I
Facts.
heard his shit, I was just on repeat, like, wow, this shit is amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know, I could only hope to have the same effect one day, like
yeah.
10, 20 years after my demise when I'm 155, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want those people to be like, yo, this shit fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who's this, you know?
Nah, facts.
But I would
bro.
like to reach a lot of different other audiences, like do different things other than just rap. You know what I'm saying?
like all kinds of all different types of genres type.
I would
shit.
like to tap into different genres, like, you know, like some rock aesthetic and like, you know what I'm saying? Like just different shit. But my love will always be hip hop.
Yeah.
And what I always do is hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just artistry wise, like not scared to push, like not like push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? Do different shit, work with different people, try different shit, and not just only stick to rap too, because I might love rap, but I might one day be the greatest director ever. You know what I'm saying? Or I might be the greatest script writer ever. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So,
For sure.
if I could write all these songs, I'm sure I could write a bunch of fucking movies. You know what I'm saying?
No,
If I could put
you
all
for
these
sure can,
albums
dog.
together
You
and
for
score
sure.
it a certain way, I'm sure I could score a movie.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So God willingly get
yeah.
to touch different shit in life.
I think it's important to keep growing in life. You feel me? And
Right.
build different tools for yourself that you can make a living off of, but then also enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as finish that. Yeah, cause like we like that saying. You're like a master of like one thing, or like
A jack of all trades.
yeah, that saying, like, it gets taken the wrong way, because the more that we put ourselves in uncomfortable positions and learn something new, we're growing, dog.
100%.
Like, that's not gonna take away from all the knowledge that I have from, like, let's say with filmmaking. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I start learning something new,
Right.
if anything, it's gonna influence what I'm doing and make me even better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I
Like,
just want to, I mean, I feel like people know, like, I'm one of the illest. So to me, it's like, I've accomplished that. So I want to accomplish other things too. You know what I'm saying? Artistry-wise, I just want to be creative and be fearless. That's the best word I could use, is just fearless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even look at it like a master or a jack of all trades. Like, I just want to be fearless at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. I think that's everyone should be fearless. Whatever the fuck you do, be fearless, because it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? Because we get in our
100%.
way, but it really means something to be fearless. For sure. Like, and not really caring what, you know, your surroundings say about what you do. You just do it because you want to.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah. Exactly.
Man,
Don't question it.
you've been on the road too. Like, you've been dropping music, but you also been dropping music videos, dog. You feel me? So I saw the Brujeria, the IFT.
Yeah.
Like, those were fire videos, bro. Talk to
Right.
me about it, man.
I just feel like, honestly, sometimes I feel like I always made music before visually, but I was always in love with the visual aspect as far as like movies and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think having that first love, I feel like now that once I figured out the way at a young age of being in music videos and being creative,
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like that's just one of the main driving forces I continue to make music. Because I really like being in front of the camera, I like capturing shit, I like
That's what's up.
showing character, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love being in front of the camera, and not in a sense of like, you put a camera in here, I'm like, oh, let me take all the attention away. You know what I'm saying? Like, a attention whore.
Yeah,
But more so like, when my number's called, I'm gonna show out, and I'm gonna show.
Yeah, like, let's
I'm
get it
entertain.
cracking.
Yeah,
Let's get
I'm
it
gonna
cracking.
entertain when my number's called. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I think the visual aspect is really what pushes me. So I just try to capture raw shit, bro. Like, always with like family, friends, street shit, being with the homies. Keep it artsy, shot nicely.
Yeah.
Recently, like, Brujeria, Spooky Hours is mainly like theme based, so it's like really scary shit. You know what I'm saying?
Halloween theme shit.
Yeah, because that's my
Yeah.
favorite genre of movies too. You know what I'm saying? It's horror. So to do that was just like a pleasure. It was an honor to me, because I just tapped into the right signal and just figured out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I didn't
Yeah.
want it to be corny, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's like a type of project that you can for real bump, like, during Halloween time, and, like, you know, just get into the mood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
just take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no whole bars.
You can even be playing that music at a maze, dog.
Yeah. Well, you know, ideally one day I would love to have that just album playing at every Spirit Halloween store. You know
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
That'd be fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Come on.
Spirit, holla at me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. What's happening?
That's my shit.
Damn. So, who's someone that you would want to work with, bro, that you haven't worked with yet?
I would say definitely Eminem, and then I would say like Oliver Tree. That's who I would fucking want to work with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shoot for the stars, baby. You know what I'm saying? Them is the two. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I feel like working with people that end up becoming your family, like Nug Life or like some of the homies that I've had in my life, like, I think that shit just comes naturally. You can't even imagine shit like that. You can't even, you know what I'm saying? Just, it's gifts from the earth, from God, from whatever you believe in. You know what I'm saying? The universe. those are blessings and gifts that they come into your life. But you know, celebrity wise or shit like outside, like since you asking me, those would be what I would want to work with. You know what I'm saying? Because I see they work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just got to put in enough work for them to see that.
Yeah.
And it'll happen.
What about like on the local level? Like who's someone that you want to work with that you haven't really connected with? You know what I'm saying? That is like, yeah, let's make this happen. You have anyone right now or not?
Nah, I mean, honestly,
you're working with all the people you love.
Yeah,
already.
yeah. Like I never really I never looked at like. To be honest, I never looked at people around me like local artists. I mean, if we make some, we make some. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like I never thought I'm above, below. I just looked at artistry for what it is, and this is my reach. If we in the same area, and it's permitted for us to make something, we'll make it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I just like, you know, bro. Being an artsy kid and just loving hip hop and loving creating, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I fucking like wanted to work with was like the legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tight.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I fuck with that. For sure.
Now, there's definitely local legends that in my city, like, we grew up to listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, Young Doe, Julax, you know what I'm saying? Aco Click. You know what I'm saying? Like, Interstate Ike. Like, those are Colorado people that, you know what I'm saying, was spitting out here when we was in high school, middle school. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Local CD store had they shit. So, it was always like a Colorado has that independent hustle to it. It just wasn't a national state on the front page type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like the East and the West Coast and like down south, like they get their kind of like pillars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then everyone else kind of gets shadowed over, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which, you know, in actuality, there's all kinds of talent.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, look at you, bro. Been on this run for 10 years, still going. You know what I'm saying? Still really doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Like, for real. I take pride in it, bro. Like, just not give it up. Just doing it for my heart. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
Like Nip said, he said the only difference between like me and the other person is I didn't stop.
Exactly. So I mean, it'll make sense, and it makes sense now, bro. Because like it'd be different if I was like a struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I got the freedom of not only being able to create what I want, be creative, but I also figured out my way through life to be able to make money and take care of myself financially, be able to provide for my kids, my fucking wife.
That's important.
You know what I'm saying? Buy my first house, got me a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that matter too. It's not just about looking cool on the gram.
No,
it's about like having your personal shit together too. You know what I'm saying? And
the personal shit matters the most, dog.
Yeah.
That's why I took a break from this shit, because I was like,
exactly.
my podcast, and I was like, I need to line my life better right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's always important to do that so that you can come back and onto the socials and be like, all right, what's happening? Like, we're doing stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So, man. Any shout outs, Doug? Any shout outs before we wrap it up, man? Appreciate your time too, man.
Yeah, just shout out my mommy, my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my big brother. Shout out my two beautiful kids, my wife, my homies, Colorado, California, hip hop, Nug, Life, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out you, shout out my boy Chris. Shout out everybody, bro. Like, without everybody, it wouldn't be no me, so, you know what I'm saying? It's always a contribution, so shout out everybody. Shout out to me too, though.
Yeah, shout out to yourself.
Yeah, facts. Big facts.
Hell yeah. And shout out to you for watching this podcast. You know what I'm saying? You can also check this out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. So go tap in with the Hawmie podcast. You know what I'm saying? We back in action. See y'all soon.
Love.
Peace.
Aurora, stand up.